Hey guys, Trevor with Shadow Systems, and today we're going to talk about the MR918 frame, interchangeable backstrap, and magazine well. Okay, so when we designed the frame, as most of you may now know, we included an interchangeable backstrap system in the back that we call the NPOA system, right? That's natural point of aim. The reason that we call it that is we think that some of the marketing and some of the designs that are out there now, small, medium, large, so forth, maybe that doesn't really solve the problem, right? The problem is I want a gun that points naturally for me, right? That's what the customer needs. So if you're a 1911 guy and you pick up a Glock, it's pointing at the ceiling. If you are a Glock guy and you pick up a 1911, it's pointing at your feet. So it's all about adjusting the gun so that it points naturally for you. All right, so the gun comes with 3 backstraps, okay? And here's kind of what they look like. You know, when they're just on video, it's kind of hard to see the differences between them. They're very similar in size, but in fact, when they're on the gun, they feel quite a bit different. So we're going to show how you put them on, how you take them off. It's actually very easy. And Shadow Systems has done something that a lot of other manufacturers don't, but probably should. And we're including a really cool little tool with a hardened steel pin in it to help you remove these things and take them on and off. So we'll use this, this combat version. This is the basic version of the gun for our little demonstration today. So the gun has a single pin on the back of the backstrap. And using our tool, there's a little tiny chamfer on the end of the tool that nicely fits into the top of the coil pin. So it centers up really nice, and that pin just pushes straight out like that, okay? It takes it almost to the end when it bottoms out so that you can just grab it and pull it out and it's not lost somewhere in your carpet. Okay, so the backstrap then just slides right off, and there's a dovetail which sort of tensions the backstrap when it's on there, so it fits nice and tight. It feels like one solid piece, and then the pin of course locks it in place, but you'll find that dovetail sort of waiting for you when you take the backstrap off. Each backstrap has a dovetail as well. And what you're trying to do here is select the one that feels natural to you. And what feels natural is really what points naturally. So here's what we recommend people do. So the gun is normally ships with the neutral backstrap. We call it neutral because it's kind of like in between like a 1911 flat mainspring housing and a Glock crazy hump, right? It's somewhere in the middle there. It's kind of what our grips end up being on our custom Glocks after we flatten the backstrap a little bit. So we start there. And what we actually recommend you do, of course, clear the gun, pick something across the room, just close your eyes and point, and then open your eyes. Are you high? Are you low? Are you close? Same thing again. Pick something across the room, just look at it. That's what I want to index on. Close your eyes and point. Happily, I'm about dead on. So for me, this is about right. If you were a shooter that was very used to Glocks, it's probably not going to be right for you. And so we recommend the high, what we call the high backstrap, because it makes the gun point high. Same drill, pick something across the room, close your eyes, index. And for me, I'm a little higher than I was last time, but I'm still reasonably close. And then the flat one, of course, is if you're a 1911 shooter, that's definitely what you're going to want. Okay? So you select your backstrap, and then you lock it in place. On the back of the backstrap, there's a little tiny hole that a plug fits in, okay? And that plug looks like this. So if you're just running the gun flat, meaning no magwell or anything on it, you take your little plug, you push it into that little port on the back. It's just there to kind of cosmetically, make that surface flat, keep debris from getting in there. You select your longer pin. It comes with 2 pins, right? You select your longer pin. That's the one that would have come out of it when you received the gun. And then you push it in place. You can use the back of the tool even to get it started. And then if you place the tool against the web of your hand like that, you can sort of center it up gently. And then now the pin is centered up in place, the backstrap is locked on, and the gun is tuned to your hand, right? So that's what we want to get to. Now, the MR918 has even more. So it comes with a Magwell and a Magwell plug. Okay, so the Magwell is, it is a polymer Magwell, okay? So this is not an aluminum Magwell. We plan to machine some in the future, but it's a very nice, lightweight, very durable Magwell, and it's one that, again, comes with the gun, and you can selectively choose to use it or not. same process as before. You know, it works with every backstrap. We'll put it on this one. You take your tool, you push your pin out, right? You'll potentially have to pop it down a little bit to take out the plug. So now we have a hole there waiting for our Magwell plug. Push that back in place. Take your Magwell plug, which you'll identify immediately because it's got this large, kind of like large protrusion that's waiting for the mating pin. You'll take your first pin and you can push it back into place and set it in the middle. And now you take your Magwell and you'll feel it snaps on. It's pretty tightly fit to the frame. It's custom fit to our frame, so it'll snap into place. Now you take your second pin and you push that into place. So center the pin up. And now the Magwell is locked to the frame and it's nice and rigid, right? So now you've got that nice big open Magwell to help with your reloads. I also really like it because when the gun's in your hand, that bottom edge really locks the Magwell or locks the pistol into your grip. But it's, you know, it's of course an optional thing. So it does add a little tiny bit of bulk to the gun, not too much. So that's just a decision you have to make if you think it makes sense for you. But that's how the Magwell goes on. Now, one little side note, we have designed this plug so that in the unlikely event that you have, you know, the gun catches on something, or, you know, your magazine well is, I don't know, you fall down some rocks or something and it gets ripped off, it's designed to break on the plug. So if you apply a tremendous amount of force to this Magwell, you can pop it off, and if it pops off, the plug will break at the top and it will protect your frame. So yes, you might potentially lose your Magwell. The plug will be damaged, but we're gonna offer the plugs. I mean, these are gonna be very inexpensive. It's probably gonna be $1 part. So you can replace that if you ever need to, and it just keeps you from damaging your frame. So that's kind of part of the design. So I hope that was helpful, a good introduction to our backstrap system, to our Magwell. Again, you know, it's been our goal to try to meet that need of every shooter to have their gun point naturally, especially under stress. That's what we wanted. And I think we've come pretty close with this, but you know, we'll welcome your feedback as well as more of these get into the market. Thanks for your time.